well, I had to stop the video. You're going to laugh, but I had set the washing machine to finish at 10, and I thought I was going to have time, but I started making some calls, and I ran out of time, so I had to stop the video. And this is the second half. So continue. We did like normal rebody speech, an extra exercise. Now you have verb patterns with reporting verbs. The problem here is that there isn't really a rule. Even the same phrasal verb, the same verb or reporting verb can have different patterns. Okay, like he told me to go, he told me that I had to go. Do you understand? So difficult. Okay, so you have them here. This is for you to understand. Plus infinitive. I refuse to do something. Be careful, like typical ones that you need to be careful with. Offer, okay, or promise, or threaten. You have to be careful with these because you promise to do something. You don't promise me to do it. I promise me, okay? He promised to do something, or he promised to me that he would do that. That's not very common. He promised to do something. He offered to do something. Offer is ofrecerse, so you can say he offered himself. Okay, write that down. Write down. You can don't write offer himself or offered me to do. Okay, and the same. He promised to do something. He threatened to kill me. No, he threatened me. Me amenazó con matar. No, he threatened to kill me. He threatened to punish me. My mother threatened to take my phone away. Okay, so with all these, notice. Now, yes, here object. You encourage, persuade someone. This is the object. So it's me, him, her to do something. It's not subject. For example, somewhere else you have like suggest and recommend. It's a subject. Okay. Now, this we should remember that with recommend and suggest, normally you omit the should, and you normally omit that. Recommend and suggested that, and then these are easy. He said that closes a sentence with the subject. He said that I was going to. Oh, this is what I told you. You see, he promised that I could play on the PlayStation later on. Okay. Now, the same as before, but with an object. Reminded us that we had to. He told us that we had to. Want us that. Okay. Instead, you can say he wants us to do. He wants us not to do, like tell and promise. ing, remember, suggest and recommend. When it is general, then it's followed by ing. Admit, you can have to. This, I don't know if you heard about a teacher in France being beheaded, the capital, and the girl who studied it all has admitted lying. So I was hanging the clothes and I listened to this. So you can say admit lying or admit to lying. But they said admit lying or admitted. She admitted lying. Okay. So if you remember this, these two is a preposition. After preposition, ing. The past preposition, apologize for, insist on, object to. This one is ing. I think this one was in the final test, in the practice test in the B2 book. He didn't object to doing something. Okay, this two is a preposition. Well, okay, this is typical. I wrote this one the other time. Blame someone for doing something, congratulate someone on. Again, this someone is him or her. Him hates the object. Okay, and preposition plus ing always. Okay, WH can be how. Okay, he described how or what it looked like. I want to know how to do that. I wonder why you are doing this. Or you can say close to, I wonder why you are doing it. I don't know, you can say. He wondered what to do. Se preguntó qué hacer. You can say, wondered what to do. Okay. And you ask someone what to do, remind someone what to bring. I told you what to do. Okay. You see, sometimes you can summarize the information. This is important in the rewriting because sometimes you're like, yeah, but you are leaving words out. Well, sometimes you can leave some words out. Okay. So we're going to, I'll tell you about this later. Okay, this thing of it is believed that, and do this exercise. Okay, make sure you have it. Try not to look at the patterns here, but if you have to, you do it. Okay, I'm going to give the answers in 3, 2, 1. Remind someone to do or not to do something. Okay, so remind me to do something. You accuse someone of doing something. Accuse me of ing. You blame someone for ing. Okay, so blame someone for ing. Notice it is like an object for their, them, or you can say there, for their missing. You have this in Rebecca. Forgive, no. Would you mind us seeing it? Would you mind us, like look at us, look at them? Would you mind us seeing the diary? I don't know. You remember this one? Miss Danvers said something about Rebecca's appointment with the woman's doctor. Okay, so you can say this or there for their missing link. Forgive my interrupting. You can say both. It's like an object. Complemento directo. It's not a subject. Okay, regret ing. Remember, I wish plus past perfect. It's about the past. You can say both. Lawrence asked me about this last week. Regretted emigrating, regretted having emigrated. It will depend on the word that you are given. If you are given having, you'll have to say this. If you are given emigrating, you'll have to use emigrating. Or if you are given something else, you can use whichever you want. Okay, both of them refer to the past. This emphasizes that it's in the past, but regret ing is already the past. Discourage someone from ing. Okay, discourage someone from ing. Object to ing. Okay, object to ing. Because we have to work. Perhaps you wrote to working. Don't change things that don't need to be changed. We have to. So to having to work. And long hours means a lot of time. Okay, you can write that down. Long hours is not like horas extra, that's overtime. Write that down too. Overtime, horas extras. But work, long hours is more than your 8 hours. Okay, so write it down, overtime. An exercise that you can do, remember, if you want to practice, if you had problems with this, you can always do this. Okay. Here she reminded me, okay, to phone her as soon as I arrived. And this is part 4, so record these mistakes in part 4 because this is rewriting as it is. Okay, you can ask if you have any questions. You ask tomorrow before the exam. I'm going to show you an extra activity for this. Okay, ready? We'll do one at a time, so you have to stop the video. When you have the answer, continue. I'm not going to stop. Only this time to explain it. Ready? So notice the pattern. 3, 2, 1. Encourage someone to do something. 3, 2, 1. Told you not to do something. 3, 2, 1. They offered to do, no, they offered me. They offered to do. 3. Make sure you are stopping it until you know the answer. 3, 2, 1. Threaten me with more homework because it's not. She threatened me. That's correct. She threatened me, but not if you continue with the sentence. Don't threaten me to give him. No, don't threaten to give him more homework, or don't threaten me with more homework. You can threaten someone. Okay. He threatened me. That's correct. 3, 2, 1. I doubt it. Someone would be able to do something. Okay. 3, 2, 1. This is what you had a different pattern. Promise to me. Explain to me that you'll take me to India. Explain to me the pattern is correct, but it doesn't make sense. Explain to me that you'll take in the excitement. So promise to me, okay, that you will take me. Yeah, I was surprised by this. Okay, listen, promise me is common. Promised me without two. Okay, 3,550,000 results. Promise me. So. Okay, but I don't know. I guess you can use both. He promised to me, but you promised me. You promised it to me. You promised me. Promised me sounds very correct. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Admit it. You admit to doing something. You admit to something, or admit it that. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Recommend ing general. Remember, I don't know if I finished. I ended up not saying that. Recommend ing general advice. Recommend you do something. Specific advice. Remember, recommend someone do something. I recommended Peter do something. You can also see it in the past. I saw it in the past yesterday. I don't know if it was with you. 3, 2, 1. Insist on ing. 3, 2, 1. Object to ing. 3, 2, 1. Congratulate on ing. 3, 2, 1. Blame someone for ing. 3, 2, 1. 1 dot. 3, 2, 1. Persuade doesn't make any sense in the sentence. 3, 2, 1. Remind someone to do something. You can remind someone of the past. No? Like Rebecca, I had reminded him of the past, but that's not a pattern with the verb. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I asked to look at a map. I asked to do something. It's PD. Okay, so you can record these in part 1 because you only had 2 choices, but you can see this when you have a BCT. So record these in part 1 and make sure you have the answers. I think it's best if you, I don't know, at least you write the answers. Okay, so I think I have something else for you. Now this is what we saw in class. Someone it is believed that, this is the easy one, it is believed, it is expected, it has been said, and that plus a sentence, no, a clause. And we have the other one, remember, migration is believed to increase substantially. This can come back. So I'm going to send you the videos for this in case you want to do it, since I have them from when I did it for the B2. Okay, for Unit 5 you have this. So I'll send the videos, do whatever you want with them. If you practice that, better. If you don't, well, you won't have practiced. I'm not sending you any more homework. So, well, from the book. I'll send you, I have the questions here. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.